In this video, I'll demonstrate how to quickly and easily add totals and subtotals to your charts. So we'll use the existing measure ag demo for this particular chart. And I'll just get rid of our number of records tooltip to clean up our measure shelf. And I'll change our max sales to be calculated as a standard sum. Okay. So first things first, let's get subtotals added for each of our states. To do that, we'll come up to Analysis, Totals, Add All Subtotals. And just like that, we have subtotals for each of our states. You can see at the bottom of each state, we have our total. And if you wanted to change the way that was being totaled, for example, if you wanted to know the average, you would come up to Sales, right-click, Total Using, and right now it's using a sum. Let's see what the state average is for California. And just like that, we've calculated the average instead of a sum for our totals. Let's change that back to be a standard sum. And next up, let's add some grand totals. Because if we scroll down to the bottom of this chart, all we have is our subtotals at a state level. So we'll come up to Analysis, Totals, Show Column Grand Totals. And as I scroll down, now we have this new grand total bar, which gives us the total of all of our subtotals essentially. And the reason why I used column grand totals versus row grand totals is just with the way data is currently being displayed in this table. If, for example, we move state and city up here, then we would manipulate the way our totals are being calculated and show totals on the row essentially. So as I scroll over, we have our grand total. And if I disable our grand total, it goes away. So the grand total aspect comes into play based on how you've architected your current dimensions, whether they be in columns or rows. This concludes the exercise on adding totals and subtotals to your chart. Let's move on to the next unit, where we'll take a look at some common calculations that could be quite helpful when using strings in Tableau.